Okay, Assalamualaikum and a very good morning to everybody. So today we are going to look at the next lecture of this week, which is we are going to look at regarding the marketing and concept orientation. uh. So for this semester is this comprise of week 8 of our online distance learning. So, first of all, we need to look at some of the philosophies being used for marketing concept orientation, which is the underpinning marketing management, and each marketing philosophy corresponds to a particular marketing concept and the situation applicability. So, organizations have moved through several eras with the change emphasis on the marketing focus. Okay, so we need to look at also the types of changes that is happening and how we are going to relate towards our real estate profession. eh. So the first one that we can see is the production era, which is about from 1870s to 1920s. This is the start towards what we call the revolutionary age, whereby it is also a nearing uh, technological advances, like machineries, factories, whereby major uh, producers in the world, like the Great Britain, they produce motor vehicles, they produce machineries and others. So this is a great time for products to evolve. Okay, and then we have the selling concept during the Great Depression in the 1920s. So the Great Depression can be related towards the falling stock exchanges in the United States at this time, and the economic condition showed that people have their jobs being cut down. As you can see from the sample picture, wanted a decent job. So people are having difficulty in this time in getting income, in getting food for their family. Okay, so marketing in the 1950s, in the 1980s, we can see is societal marketing, whereby it more focus towards the aspect of cultures in demographic. And lastly, the most current trend is that we can see is a holistic marketing. So we will look through what is being meant by the holistic marketing that we said about. So for production, the focus is on producing products in a great number at the low cost. So the organizations pay little attention to what customers need, but instead concentrate on what the organization themselves were capable of producing, and the producers concentrate on producing and distributing more efficiently. So this orientation is applicable when the demand for a product is greater than the supply. So if we can see during the 1870s, in the 1920s, there is a very big demand for motor vehicle, and items being produced, they try to produce in a very big number. So the quality is not really being emphasized, the design, just for the sake of producing in meeting up the demands, the high demands. This is uh, this is especially true when we have crises. We need items in bulk, like what is happening right now in the world, crisis or pandemic. So the vaccine is needed to be produced. If it is successfully produced, then of course it's going to be made in bulk, and then the emphasis on the design, quality, and others is not going to matter much. Like the example of this picture right here. So if an item is produced in bulk without the quality, even a car hitting a bicycle, then a bicycle can be withstand the force of a car. So this kind of just producing items without having the quality is not very good. So we need to have at least a balance, whereby the items being produced is in a large number but also being produced at the decent quality, actually. Okay. Other than that, during that time, 2000 years ago, so if people associate with the product made in China, they can see, oh, a product made in China is of high quality, is very sturdy, it can withstand the actions of time, rain, weather, everything. But nowadays, the perception has changed, whereby if we say, oh, made in China, you bought the product made in China, so the perception goes then, oh, that product will just break in the next day. So it shows that the perception is that items or products made in China is produced in a mass scale but without having enough quality. So people's perception can change after time, and based on their own experiences using this kind of products. Okay, so for production, now we go towards the product concept, whereby the concept that holds that consumers will buy products that offer the most quality, performance, and feature. The underlying assumption is that goods product sell themselves, so they don't have um, to mass produce, just they focus and emphasize on the product itself. So the concentration was to make a bigger, better, or faster product without acknowledging the consumer's needs. So this orientation is suitable when the market is highly competitive and there are many similar products in the market. So if we can see nowadays what is happening in the phone, in the phone market, like Apple and Samsung. One company, Apple, might be inclined to produce a very premium product. I don't know about its quality and everything, but maybe the assumption is that whenever you purchase an Apple product, it's more premium as compared that you purchase Vivo, or Realme, or Huawei, or others. But this kind of perception also sometimes leads to a very isolated environment, whereby people just purchase the product for their ecosystem and to have a more higher self-confidence, but not necessarily translated into a very good quality product. So this is still based on people's perception. So anyone's perception is not the same. So some people might say, oh, Samsung has a better quality product, or some people might say Apple has the better quality product. So that is based on perception. Okay. So this is an example of a showroom. I think most of you knows showroom from IKEA, whereby showroom from IKEA showcases their products, and then they are very proud to say, even though they mass produce the products, their products, but their products have very good and high quality and also durability. Like this one, perception, IKEA job interview. So you have to conduct the building of the chair by yourself. So it shows that the manager here is trying to measure your ability in managing the product that you will work with after. So another example, I'm not sure if modern art or IKEA living room display. So the perception say, or the products being produced by IKEA has this kind of quality and also design. Okay, other than that, automobile makers with a very good design and perception, but not all of them is going to be successful like this design. I don't know why they produce this kind of design, but certainly not as good as compared to the first and the second vehicle for me, my personal opinion. I don't know about you guys. Okay, so we next move on towards the selling concept, which with keener competition in the market, manufacturers added new product lines and consumers or customers had a greater selection. So the concept now focus on the seller in the belief that the more aggressive selling and promotional effort made by the organization, it is based on assumption that products and goods produced by an aggressive seller will automatically sell. And this orientation is useful when supply of goods exceed the demand. So if you can see the kind of example that we have in Malaysia, like the people trying to sell their beauty products, so they market and promote their beauty products very aggressively, being always in the TV commercials, and even in the middle of TV programs. They can bring their product and say, oh, buy our Q Putih. Q Putih, I don't know. So buy our Q Putih, you can become flawless, you can become fairer, your skin can become whiter or whatsoever. It's very aggressive. And people sometimes they see that, oh, this kind of product I don't really need. But through the heavy advertising and promoting, so they might feel inclined towards getting this product, even though they don't have the needs towards it. It is more related towards becoming wants. Another example, I don't know if you guys remember, do you miss this place already? Like you are in your hometowns, and hopefully maybe next semester you can be here. This is also a kind of marketing. If you can't see the shopping malls signboard, you can't see the stores that is available inside the shopping mall, like the chicken rice shop, like the Gallery Shabab, the Mr. DIY, Oppo, and also another one is Super Bowl. So of course you didn't have the information of what is going on inside the shopping mall. But if you can see the signboard, it is a form of information also, meaning we have the information of what stores are available inside, and then we are inclined, we feel that, oh, okay, maybe I can visit this shopping mall afterwards. Okay. Another example, the cinema is not now Lotus 5 star is already changed. It's Cineplex. But by the way, we are very grateful that we have a shopping mall in Sri Skandar right now. Okay, so next we move on to towards the marketing orientation. So this concept has evolved to where the focus is on the needs of the buyer, and the purpose in the marketing is to satisfy the needs and wants of the customers, and then therefore encourage sales. And the situation applies where fulfillment of the customer's needs and wants seen to be an opportunity to increase market share. Do we have an example? So this is related towards this one. Like we see association towards chicken rice shop, promote the item, promote the food, and then of course as a human being we have the needs to eat. If we don't eat, then we are going to suffer or die, but eat modestly, of course. They combine the marketing aspect into the needs and also wants, whereby you can always choose to purchase a normal chicken rice at a roadside stall, but they lift up the product into a more premium feature, so it says that it's much better, it's much more exclusive and others, so that is a good example of a marketing orientation. Okay, so next we look at the societal marketing, whereby it's an extension of the marketing concept, where emphasis is on the social responsibility, and marketers should not only consider profits but also the effects which the products or goods may have on the consumer. And the organization now is more conscious in portraying a positive image of themselves. If you didn't have the positive image of yourself, like this restaurant, whereby they were caught, their worker was caught in washing their plates and dirty drain water, so they are being closed by the local authority. And of course, where you if you didn't emphasize on the wants and also needs of the consumer or the customer, then it's going to be affecting your um, goodwill of the company, your goodwill, the name, the reputation of the company. So now people can associate, oh, this restaurant is quite dirty and we don't want to eat here anymore. But nonetheless, in Malaysia, it's quite easy. You just change the name into from Raj Banana Leaf to RBL Banana Leaf. A little bit different, then everybody can can forgive the whole incident already. So maybe they have to make the necessary changes for their reputation to improve again in the eye of the customers. Okay, and we go towards holistic marketing. So the holistic marketing concept focus on the relationship marketing or the customer relation marketing, and this function is to establish goodwill with the customers so that they will return as a repeat customer or at least introduce new customers to the company. So, holistic is a term being used to describe strategies that enable marketers to look at the marketing efforts as a whole, which in turn helps to develop an overall or holistic marketing plan. So, a good case study in Malaysia right now is like the water filtration companies, like Kowi or Kuku, whereby they focus on having these good quality products, but at the same time, they produce services towards them. So they have two aspects, whereby they have the product and then they have the services. They will come to your house every month to inspect the water filtration system, and then they will do the service. They will change the filter, they will clean out the outdoor unit, the indoor unit, and others. So this is a brand new concept but can be adopted, whereby, oh, people can see, I have purchased this product, I have purchased a Kowe product. I can see the product is very good quality, and I have a very high need toward the product because I drink water every day, and the services being provided is very comprehensive. So the word comprehensive and also holistic can be used interchangeably, meaning they are very related towards each other. So this kind of marketing shows that it can be done, and when you have a good relationship with the customer can become an agent of marketing without them knowing it. Like we are saying, oh, you are saying to your family and friends, oh, I've been using Kowe and it's very good. The guys come every month and then they do the service and the water feels very good. And I think it's a very good value for money that I have purchased. Like having this kind of advertisement is a free advertisement. So it also helps to promote the company's name. Okay, some of this, okay, they already have a goodwill, like this company, this pizza company, this fast food company, but not really this fast food company, this fried chicken company. So I think their goodwill has gone down because people kept complaining on the quality of their product, the sizes of the chicken, and I personally feel that this fried chicken company has already deteriorated in time. Their prices gone up, the quality goes down. So this kind of situation is not really good. But as consumers or customers, we can use the power of the consumer, whereby we can choose not to purchase or purchase them. So that is really up to you and up to us. I'm not saying you shouldn't buy or you should buy, so that is all up to you. So other than that is the components of holistic marketing, which we can see is towards the relationship marketing, integrated marketing, internal, and also the performance marketing. So next is the differences between selling and marketing. For selling, it is more focused towards the need of the seller, and the emphasis is more towards the product, and the selling process converts the seller's product into cash, and the selling emphasis the exchange aspect without caring for the value satisfaction. Okay. As for marketing, marketing focuses on the needs of the buyer. Marketing also emphasis on the customer's wants. Marketing satisfies the needs of the customer by means of the product, delivering and also consuming. And lastly is marketing emphasis on the value satisfaction that should flow to customer from the exchange. Okay. So marketing also views the business as a customer satisfying process. The consumer or customer will determine the price, and emphasis is given towards the product, promotion, pricing, and also the distribution. So this is also another form of marketing. Study with us or whatsoever, producing the roadshow and everything. So it is the action of giving out information to prospective customer, as compared to just having the program without people knowing what the program is all about. So this is the kind of marketing roadshow whereby people can come and discuss their options, discuss their payment plans, discuss the courses that is available. In the end, of course, when all the marketing has been conducted, people or customer has enrolled in the program, they can obtain the results, like you guys also. Eventually, when you finish your study, of course this is what you are going to target at. Okay. All right. So in the conclusion, marketing profits towards customer satisfaction, and customer satisfaction is the primary motive. So marketing concept takes an outside-in perspective, and whereby if a product is being offered, so they don't want to see the product as somebody who produces the product. And they value the opinion of their potential customer, okay, like their potential customer giving their input towards the product. So the potential customer can say, oh, your product, I think the design is not really good, the charging ability is not very powerful and others, and you as the producer, you can make these changes to better suit the needs and also the wants of the customer. Okay, so I think that's about it for today. So hopefully we will meet again next week. So I wish you all the best, and also I will end the lecture with Assalamualaikum, with wabillahi taufiq wa hidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.